never seen before. Catch up with the Amazing Race All-Stars Sunday after 60 minutes on CBS, America's #1 network. Taylor, fourth foul. He'll take a seat on the benches. Tajuan comes back in for the Ducks. 60-49, 11-point lead by the Ducks. 6:59 left in regulation. This is Corey Bailey, a 6'5 junior at the line. Rebounded by Tajuan. This is what I was talking about, looking for from UNLV. Some aggressiveness on the defensive end, just to pick up the activity. Porter, can he find a range? Yes.
You talk about freezing a guy in his footsteps. Curtis Terry didn't know what to do when Porter had the ball.
8 of 11 from three land, 29 points for Porter. Career high is 38. Stepping on the out-of-bounds line, it'll go the other way.
Well, just when you thought UNLV had gotten themselves on track, had much more rhythm on the offensive end, it takes a guy like Tajuan Porter to kind of upset that rhythm.
He's done that all evening long as Wink Adams comes in replacing Corey Bailey.
And what happened was after Porter hits that shot, UNLV, whereas they were patient last several possessions and got something out of it, that time it seemed to rush the offense. And again, not what they need at this point in time. They need to get quick shots but not be rushed.
Is he feeling it? Off the mark was Porter, rebounded by White. Kruger pushing it up for the Rebs. Trying to get by Lunan. The winner here advances to meet Florida. Hairston comes up with the loose ball for the Ducks. 63-49, 5:49 left in regulation.
Again, another trip for UNLV. Too much in a hurry right now. They got to get quality shots.
As my high school coach said, hurry up with patience.
Of the regional finals here, and in the end it comes down to them being able to weather this storm. UNLV still kind of self-destructing. Only 1 turnover in the first half, 6 in the second half. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they've been in too much of a hurry. And it's not so much that Oregon is capitalizing in points off those turnovers, but it's just the lost opportunities, lost possessions for UNLV.
Porter getting a much-needed rest on the bench. Hairston picks up the slack for his teammate.
And we talked about the versatility of Malik Hairston. In fact, all of the frontline guys for Oregon who can shoot it outside, put it on the floor. They can also post you up.
Oregon, 13 of 22 from three-point land. Kruger with a good shot.
And that makes the starting 5 for UNLV 13 of 43 from the field. Not exactly the way Lon Kruger wanted to see it done.
Lunan shot in and out. Ball off of Hairston. It'll go to the running Rebs. Ernie Kent's squad doing an outstanding job. Kent, the 2002 Pac-10 Coach of the Year, keeping on top of his squad, keeping him active. Ume for 3. Wendell White, strong rebound. Good follow by Wendell White. White with 9 points. He averages 15, 4:21 left in regulation. 13-point lead by Oregon.
And UNLV would love to see more Wendell on the window. Going after those shots. He's been relatively quiet.
Well, the Ducks have done a nice job defensively, for sure. Brooks wisely taking some time off the clock, as well as the rest of the Ducks. 3 on the shot clock. Needs to go up now. Brooks gets it off in time. Doesn't hit the rim, so it'll go running Rebs. But not before there's a break in the action. Ducks on top by 13.
Playing in St. Louis.
The defending national champion Gators of Florida have already advanced to the Midwest Regional Final, awaiting the winner here. Right now, it looks like Oregon, but 3:48 remaining. Ducks on top by 13. UNLV saw Mr. Darger, Joe Darger, do a job in the first half off the bench. Joel Anthony has tried, but that man there, Porter, has been the man all night long.
Well, he has been just unconscious from beyond the arc, 8 of 12. And as Oregon goes into a little matchup zone right here, looking to slow the thought process as well as the rhythm of UNLV on the offensive end. You just see the havoc that a 5'6" guy with that kind of quickness can create, and especially when you can fill it up.
Porter's 8 threes has tied a record for a regional game. His next one, he'll be in the record books all by himself. Got 3:15, 3:14 to get it done within. 15 on the shot clock.
But I think right now what Oregon wants to do is spread the floor. And while they don't want to lose their aggressiveness to the basket, they certainly want to be very patient now. Use some clock.
Tajuan, where he likes it. What's the call?
It's travel.
Turnover, travel, got it. Ernie Kent's squad. Ernie Kent's done a nice job. He's really kept his guys pumped up. And Lynn, I like the point that you made earlier in terms of how he got on his guy, but in an encouraging fashion, and it's paid dividends. His style has worked very nicely. Kruger. Hairston. Hairston has been there all night long with a good all-around game for Malik Hairston.
When you talk about Ernie Kent, you don't win the Pac-10 tournament, defeat 3 different top 10 teams throughout the year, and get to the best record in school history since 1939, where Oregon finished 29-5 and won the first NCAA championship. You don't get there without superior coaching skills.
Well, it's amazing. There was even talk that he was in trouble at one point this year. Without a trace.
And if Lon Kruger were to do an autopsy of this game, he'd recognize that, they were living and ultimately perished by the 3. First half, 6 of 17. Second half, they've yet to make a 3-point field goal with 11 tries. And again, the inability to get the ball inside, the inability of Wendell White to get himself free and to be able to connect 4 of 11 from the field. Those things obviously led to the ultimate demise of UNLV if this lead holds.
Brooks knocks the ball loose to get it back for the Ducks. 2:27 left in regulation, and Joel Anthony, nice job off the bench. Good pass ahead to Kruger. Smart move by Porter not to foul him. 11-point lead, and a foul will be on Kevin Kruger. Pushing foul on Marty Lunin. Third on Kruger.
And only the 16 foul, so Oregon not yet in the penalty.
Kruger fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, you don't want to go anywhere just yet. UNLV extending the defense, and Oregon complicit in just being very, very sloppy with the ball. 17 turnovers by Oregon in this game. This is a team that normally only turns it over 12 times a game.
Kruger with his 14th point of the evening, and a timeout called by Ernie Kent. UNLV and Oregon, as you take a look at the game reset, both teams with 2 timeouts. UNLV with only 16 fouls, Oregon with 8. And 2:11 left in regulation. Oregon on top by 10.
Well, at this point in time, what UNLV has to do, they're going to extend their defense full court, provided that Kruger makes these free throws. And they're going to try for 1 steal, and then I look for them to foul to try to extend this game.
Kruger bangs home the free throw.
You look for 1 trap to try to shake it loose, and then you got to foul.